my name is Lora Kennedy. I'm co-owner of Farmland Quilting and Embroidery, and we have a brand new product that we'd like to show you today. It's a piecing aid to help you piece half-square triangles very accurately. The ones I'm going to be doing today are 8-inch half-square triangles and 2-inch. I'm going to put them together and show you how to make the Lady of the Lake block, and it will finish out at 12.5 inches. So you can put it together to make whatever size you want. It fits in with all other 12-inch blocks. Okay? The center square in the Lady of the Lake is an 8-inch half-square triangle. The outer ones around the outside edge are 2 inches. So we'll start with the 8-inch. On the foundation, it tells you here to cut 2 pieces of fabric about a 1/2 inch larger than the outer solid line of the foundation, which is outer here and top and bottom here. 9.5 by 18.5 inches should be sufficient. So we're going to cut those 2 pieces of fabric from our yard goods. We're going to cut strips 9.5 inches wide from the 2 pieces we're going to use. And I have those already cut. I cut 2 strips from my 2 pieces, 9.5 inches wide, and then I subcut that into 18.5. I now have 2 pieces, 9.5 by 18.5. I put them together, right sides together, like you're going to sew any other 2 pieces of fabric. Line up all my cut edges as good as I can all the way around. Take my foundation and lay it on top, so that I have some fabric going around the outside edge, the outer edge of this solid line, all the way around it. And I'm going to pin it in place. You want to. If you will notice on here, we have dotted lines here that are all labeled as stitching lines. All the way around, up and down, both sides on both of these pieces here. I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to begin sewing down here where it says start stitching here. Um, 12 to 14 stitches to the inch, very small, so that you can tear the foundation out when you're finished. You're going to sew on the stitching line. Just line it up. You do not want a 1/4 inch foot on your machine. The flange gets in your way. You're going to sew on the stitching line all the way down here. Okay, take it out and cut your thread. Okay, this is the finished after you've got it all sewed. Now we're going to take it over here and we're going to do some cutting. The solid lines around the outside edge, in through the middle here between the stitching lines, and this one are all cutting lines. Take whatever ruler you have and you will trim on these solid lines. Okay, we're going to open this up and press with the foundation on it. Press it open. And you'll press all of your pieces open. We're only going to do 2 of them right now. Now you're going to take this and you're going to take the foundation off. You're going to work with your fingers like you would any other thing. And it's off. You now have an 8-inch half-square triangle, 8 inches being the finished size. So it should measure 8.5 both directions. And as you can see, we have an 8.5 inch square. Okay, now that we finished the 8-inch half square triangles, we're going to move on to the 2-inch half square triangles, and they're the ones that border around the 8 to make the Lady of the Lake block that we're doing today. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut 2 pieces of fabric about 1/4 of an inch larger all the way around than the outer edge lines of the foundation. 9 1/4 by 14 3/4 should be sufficient. You're going to cut strips off of your yardage, subcut into 14 3/4 inch pieces. Layer them right sides together, just like you do for any other sewing. Line up your cut edges and lay your foundation on the top. There again, centering it in there as best you can. You've got a little leeway. And you're going to pin this down. Okay, we're going to start sewing here like it tells us on the foundation. When we sew up, we're going to cross through here until we get to the end. We're going to go around the corners. Let's take it to the machine and we'll make these. And now we're done. Take the pins out since we no longer need them. We had one start and one stop, and we have all of these half square triangles completed. There are 30 of them on this page. Now we're going to do the same with these as we did with the 8-inch. We're going to trim on all the solid lines. First thing I do is the very outside edge. Gets rid of all the tatters and extra pieces. Now, we have 2 more strips here, but we're going to deal with this one right at the moment. I've got 10 of them cut. I'm going to press this open. There's 10 of them pressed open. We're going to do the same thing with these as we did with the large ones. We're going to tear the foundation off using your fingers. And there's your square. This is a 2-inch half square triangle. And if we take it over here, we see that it is exactly 2.5 inches, which is going to give us a 2-inch finished half square triangle. We've not squared anything. All we've done is sewed and cut. So we're going to finish taking the foundation off of these. And then we'll start lining them up around the 8-inch half square triangle to match the block that we're making. Okay, there's our center. Now we're going to start laying these out like this. And you have 4 along the top, and you have 5 along each side. 6 along each side. Sorry, I can't count today. Okay. And I will direct your attention to right down here. And you can see where I have sewed 4 pieces together across the top. You'll sew the 4 across the top, the 4 on the bottom. You'll sew 6 along the side, sew the other 6 along the other side, and then sew this piece to here, the bottom piece to here, and then sew your 2 side pieces on. Matching your seams here and down here. When you get done, you'll have a 12-inch Lady of the Lake block. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you have any questions, we have a website, farmlandquilting.com. We also have a phone number that you'll be able to procure or email through that website. Just go there and give us a call anytime you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.